Welcome to the English department at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Let's take a moment to learn about our programs and meet some of our students.
Hi, I'm Rachel Brooks, and I'm a graduate of A&M Corpus Christi's English department. I now work as a literary agent at a New York literary agency, and I'm going into my 7th year, actually. And all the books you see behind me, I worked on, and thanks to the English department and all the skills they gave me. The technical writing I literally use every day, from emails to press kits to contract negotiations, and then critical thinking skills that you don't realize you're picking up maybe when you're analyzing all those classics or some more modern texts and writing essays, doing presentations. It just really prepared me for the workforce and also group work, because my job is just basically now one massive group work project. So I look back on my time there really fondly. All the professors were always available for office hours whenever I needed help. I really didn't feel like I was a number. I felt like they really cared. And so I hope you look back fondly on the program if you attend too.
Most TAM UCC students study with the English department in one way or another. Here's some ways you can study with us. First year programs, core literature classes, the English major with 2 different kinds of tracks, 3 different kinds of minors, and 2 certificate programs. Let's talk about them a little bit each. In first year writing, you'll be part of the First Year Learning Communities program. You'll study as part of a learning community, taking classes with people who are in your major. You'll study with professors. You'll get a chance to do research in your field, and then at the end of the semester, you'll see and be part of a big first year celebration in which you get to share your research with the whole campus. We all love our first year writing, and it's a big event every year on campus. Core literature is one of our most popular core curriculum classes on campus and gives you a chance to study classics from Aristotle all the way to Harry Potter. In core literature, you get to study exciting topics, and sometimes you get to participate in community service projects that benefit our whole community and make our world just a little bit better place. One of the great ways to study English is to study literature. Let's hear from one of our great students.
Hello, prospective Islanders. I am so pleased you are considering being a part of our wonderful island community here at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. My name is Nicole, and I am a senior Islander. I am an English major with an emphasis in literary studies. Being a literary studies major has allowed me to strengthen my critical thinking skills, which has proven to be an invaluable skill in many workplace areas. By analyzing texts in different formats such as novels, poetry, theory, and film, this intellectually disciplined process allows one to make logical connections and decisions. I strongly hope you consider an English major or minor here at our wonderful island community. The English department staff and faculty have all proved to be such an invaluable asset and are always willing to assist their students. Thank you, and I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your academic endeavors. Shaka's up.
Hi, I'm making this video in front of a palm tree because we live in Corpus Christi, and I teach in the English department at Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi. My name is Dr. Sarah Salter, and I teach classes about U.S. literature and culture, especially in the 19th century, especially classes that are focused on African American literature and culture and multilingual, multi-ethnic histories in the United States. I teach a general education class online called Periodical Facts and Fictions, where we read old science hoaxes and all kinds of scientific debates that took place in 19th century newspapers, and we read through the history of cartoons and cartooning in the United States in magazines and newspapers. I also teach many classes about the literature of the United States. So in the spring, I'm going to teach an African American literature survey class that I'm really excited about. It's going to be our first time teaching that class in the department. And I very often teach the survey of U.S. literature, which I teach actually from the perspective of South Texas and then north. So we start by reading about the history of the United States and the history of the Mexican nation and their interrelations with each other in the early 19th century. And then we read all the way through the history of the United States up until 1900 through all of its regions. So those are some of the classes that I'm really excited to teach in our department. And I hope that you have the chance to join me and other of my wonderful colleagues in the English department and take a class with us sometime. Welcome to the campus.
Another way you can study English is to focus on writing studies, which lets you choose your path to prepare for a variety of exciting writing-related careers. Let's hear from a recent graduate.
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I'm here to tell you that the English instructors over at Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi have been extremely instrumental in my career success. They taught me creative writing, visual rhetoric, technical writing, linguistics, and everything in between. Each instructor tossed their own seasoning into the mix, and I still pull from everything I've learned on a daily basis. They are so knowledgeable, and now I am a technical writer, and I don't just do the technical writing part of it. I do press releases, company blog posts, social media posts, marketing editing, and also the technical aspect of it. But it also opened up the ability to get more certifications. So now I'm a certified Scrum Master as well. So they have been so helpful in everything that I've come to do with my career, and I can't thank them enough.
We also have 3 great ways you can minor in English: creative writing, literary studies, and technical and professional writing. Let's talk about each of them. Our 18-hour creative writing program gives you a chance to study your favorite genre, be it fiction, be it poetry, be it creative nonfiction, or something else. Students in our creative writing program become published authors, publishing in local and national publications. Students in our program go to literary festivals, and we have a rich program of supporting creative writers through open mics throughout the community and throughout campus. With the minor in literary studies, you'll learn that curling up with a book on the weekend is the hottest way to ensure professional success. Did you know that employers are more eager than ever to hire someone with the kinds of skills emphasized in literature courses? Over 70% of employers want candidates who can write well, and 93% want their students who can learn on their own, all skills you learn in literary studies classes.
My name is Ali Hayder, and I'm a graduate of Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi. My career has taken a lot of interesting turns. I've been a teacher, I've run a nonprofit that connects writers with students, and now I work and consult with science-driven companies to bring their technology to market. What's always grounded my work is being able to think critically and tell a good story. Whether it was writing an exegesis on the book of Job in the Bible as literature class, or researching my senior capstone project on reader response theory and the creation of identity around Muslim punk rock, I was always challenged by and excited about the work in my English classes. I learned the value of a good idea written with clear language, and that served me well. I count myself fortunate to be a graduate of the English program at Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi.
Another program that we have that would fit well with any major is our technical and professional writing program. Here's some information due to share with mom and dad if they were worried about you becoming an English major. Did you know that Texas has more tech writing jobs than any state except California? That 1 in 10 tech writing jobs is in Texas? That there are literally thousands of tech writing jobs in Texas, more than can be filled, and you see that jobs are going to increase as much as 23% statewide and about 11% nationwide, and you can see by that stat what the salaries are. It's a great career to consider. Finally, let's talk a little bit about our certification programs. Certification programs give you a specific set of skills to prepare you for a particular job or career area, and we have 2. TESOL, or Teaching English as a Second Language, and Writing for Nonprofits. Now, we're going to show a separate video for the TESOL program in a minute, but Let's talk a little bit about writing for nonprofits. The Double UNPR program will help you to develop the skills you need to work in a nonprofit agency and also in many government agencies and businesses. You can be like the student on the left who wrote 9 separate grants that were funded that helped fund a mission trip to Africa, or a student on the right who wrote a grant that benefited the high school that she worked at and its students. Since 2004, TAMUCC Tech Writing students and faculty have written more than $900,000 in successful grant applications benefiting nonprofit agencies in the Coastal Bend and even throughout Texas. Just another way in which studying English at TAMUCC will help you get some real-world experience and help you do some good in the world.
Early in my undergrad, I asked one of my professors what you could do with a degree in English, to which they replied, "What can't you do with a degree in English?" I quickly changed my major, and the rest is history. A wise employer could find no better well-rounded employee than one who has studied within the liberal arts. At the time, you never would have been able to convince me that I would end up being a technical writer at one of the largest refineries in the Coastal Bend. But an education from a dynamic program and invaluable mentorship from the faculty helped me actualize success in my career and in my life. A degree in English will open doors that you never thought possible, and you'll find opportunities that you never knew were available. So grab those opportunities, step through those doors, and consider a degree in English.